Okay. Hello, everybody. We're actually starting now. So, this is technically live podcasted. So, if everyone's volume levels match the room, it doesn't mean don't talk. It just means don't talk louder than anything else.
You said you weren't going to say that.
What?
About people's volumes matching the room.
It's like what's we need this mic. But anyway, we're going to start now. I'm Owen, this is Emily, and we're going to start. It's going to be lower volume. This mic is just to grab the attention of the yard so everyone knows that this is beginning. So anyway, this is now the start. Hello.
Hello.
This is much quieter now and regular volume.
Oh yeah, it feels nice.
So this is the Songwriter Circle. It's the third one. We've done two before, and this is the one that we're trying to actually make into some form of show. We have lovely songwriters here, and they're going to play some songs. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So we're going to introduce everybody one at a time. So first up is Maya. Hi, Maya.
Hey.
Hi, Maya's back.
Hi, I know it's kind of awkward.
How's it
here,
going,
like
Maya's back?
I can kind of see Maya.
You can kind of see Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hey.
So Maya plays in a band called Maya, Goldblum and the Want Wants.
There's no want once anymore.
Is it just Maya Goldblum?
Yeah, it got too awkward. Everybody kept on asking what? Sorry, what's the name? And so I don't even know what I'm called things anymore, but yeah, I think I'm Maya, so that's cool for now.
Cool. Well, you're first up to play. So what would you like to play, and what is it?
I think I'll play a called song.
A cold song.
A called song. I Love My Shadow.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
Go for it.
I love my shadow.
Sorry, that was my bad.
Sounds like a vocal shadow.
It was kind of cool for a minute, but then it just got a little out of.
It was in time anyway. Sorry, Maya.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good now.
Okay.
Forgot we still had that on.
I love my shadow, friend always attached to me. I love my shadow, shade the rays will never change. I'm going deeper under the skin of my exterior. Trash bird sings a reality far from my ideal, 'cause I'm strong, alive, and I'm by my side. I'm walking from the mountains to the seaside. If anyone wants to do like a solo right here, trumpet or something. Keep it going, yeah. I love my shadow. Trauma stripped me naked. I love my shadow. Self-belief's now shameless. I love my shadow. Breathe, exhale. I love my shadow. Unafraid to confront myself. Going deeper under the skin of my exterior. Trash bird sings a reality far from ideal. 'Cause I'm strong, alive, and I'm by my side. I'm walking from the mountains to the seaside. Now it could be like a sax or piano, you know. sensation. I love my shadow. Death of a friend has kept me alive. I'm going deeper under the skin of my exterior. Trash bird sings a reality far from ideal. 'Cause I'm strong, alive, and I'm by my side. I'm walking from the mountains. 'Cause I'm strong, alive, and I'm by my side. I'm walking from the mountains. Oh, 'cause I'm strong, alive, and I'm by my side. I'm walking from the mountains. Oh, to seaside. Thanks.
Oh Maya, that was beautiful. How long would you write that? Sorry, this is weird because you're like trying to see me, but you can't really see me.
How long ago did I write it?
Yeah,
I think 2015.
it's lovely. Is it gonna be on your album? 'Cause you have an album come out, don't you?
Yep.
So is it recorded and everything?
Yeah. I'm pretty sick of all the songs on the album. I don't know why I say it like that. But yeah.
I think it's a case that happens where you work on a project for such an amount of time that by the very end of it, you're like, oh God, I want to work on something new now. I'm still working on the same thing.
I hate singing. I should be an astronaut or something.
No, you should definitely be a singer.
That was great.
It was amazing.
Thanks.
So next we got Dylan.
Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Hello.
Who insisted on being in the middle so he could always go second and never first. Kind of do that.
That's good logic.
So yeah, exactly. Like if you're in the middle,
Yeah,
you
but
don't have to start.
Plus
You
I
don't have
can
to end.
talk to you like facing you.
Facing to the advantage.
table.
Got my own table. Ashtray. Candle.
Dylan's in heaven. This is his
Yeah.
dream. So he wants to come to Bennigans every night and just have his own ashtray, free beer,
Keep the table here.
guitar, yeah.
Mic
Just
and everything
do
set up.
everything
Just
So Dylan is Dylan Bradley from Lost Avenue, who half of them are here, or 2/3 of them, at least the Russian half.
Inside joke. Oh no, my goodness.
No, sorry, that wasn't apt. But anyway, go for it, Dylan. What are you gonna play?
Yes, I'm gonna play a song off our record.
Wow.
The record's called Fears. The song's called All My Ones.
What's
Pardon?
the song called?
All My Ones. I think that's what I put down in the notebook anyway.
Don't let me throw away myself and all that's changed. I'm scraping lies and names into my selfish skin that knows what's next. I've been collecting all my wins into transparent glass that's built to view. That's course I always know that you can help me through all of this. Save me from the best. I miss you so much now, and I've been sitting, waiting, hurting, hating. I don't wanna be alone, but knowing if I can make it through another night, I never really wanted to go. I can't stay here with you. I don't wanna be alone, but knowing if I can make it through another night, I never really wanted to go. And I don't think I can do this by myself. In every word I speak and every hope I need to let this go to sleep. Try sort of like instrumental part, but it's nowhere near as impressive without drums or bass or any of those things. Maybe I do a shredding guitar solo, but I'm not going to do that now. Do you want to do something with your voice in that tune? It's over now. Not the song's not over, but like the instrumental parts over. Maybe like a rock and roll chant thing here. I don't wanna be alone, knowing if I can't get through the night. I'm never really wanting to go. Can't stay here with you. I don't wanna be alone, knowing if I can't get through the night. I'm never really wanting to go. Can't stay here with you. I don't wanna be alone, knowing if I can't get through. I don't wanna be alone, knowing if I can't get through. I don't wanna be alone, knowing if I can't get through. I don't wanna be alone, and I don't think I can do this by myself. Cheers.
That was really good, Dylan.
Oh, thanks, Owen.
You're very welcome. Do you want your quote, man? What I love about when you play, Dylan, is that you play in a very loud band with lots of decibels and amplifiers and tons. And even when you play those songs acoustically, you're able to produce the same level of intensity without any volume.
That's a good thing.
Like it's not even like you're crazy loud. You're just able to fill all the space.
I probably should have checked that the guitar was tuned before I started to play on the live podcast, but these things, they do happen. So.
Can you talk into your mic there? For some reason you're gone.
Oh, well, that's not so bad.
Where'd you go?
Am I here?
Hang on.
I can hear myself through the PA.
Yeah, it's like very quiet, but that's all right. I'll work that out as we go. No, that was great. I really love that song. That was like, I think it's my favorite Lost Avenue song that's ever existed.
Oh.
Although when I
So it's all downhill from here.
because when I heard it, I then listened to Audrey, and Audrey, when Audrey came out, it just completely it passed me. Like I heard it and I was like, didn't get it. But then when I heard All My Wins and fucking loved it, and I went back to listen to Audrey and I was like, oh shit, Audrey's really good. Holy crap, that's an amazing song. So now I like that one even more than All My Wins. But no, they're good songs.
Yeah, it's fucking class. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
Great songs.
Is Buck like the silent judge, or is he?
I would like to be involved in that. Wasn't included.
But
Anyone-
everyone's welcome to shout out things.
Yeah, go for it.
Anyone got any opinions?
Oh, don't say that, Emily. That's a terrible one. Because they probably do.
Right, so next up we have Neptune. I was really lucky to see Neptune in Brickwork for International Women's Day, and she was fucking class, and I'd never heard of you before then, and now everybody's all Neptune, and I'm all, yeah, Neptune's cool. We're actually playing at a gig with you, like, next month. That thing in Ballybuffet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the Ballard Theatre. Yeah, class. Great. See you there.
See you there. Okay, cool. So, what are you going to play?
I'm going to play this song, which is pretty long. It's called Perspective, and I've been playing it. It's like the main song when I get this EP done. It's going to be like the title of the EP, and I never know if it should be like the main song on the EP, because I mean radio probably won't play it. It's like 7 minutes, unless some kind of DJ really likes it. But I don't really mind anyway. Whatever. I kind of like the song when I play it well, and yeah, I'll just play it.
Cool.
Sorry to break your flow, but can you test the guitar there? 'Cause for some reason.
Mic there.
Is that okay?
And then try the mic.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Wow, wow, wow,
Okay, we're
1
okay.
2.
Yeah, that's grand.
You ready?
Good to go.
To be seen is a wonder, but you never see me. No words of yours can take me in. Now you need me gone, so you can go under with no one to watch away as if no one else ever hurts. But if you know yourself so very well, why are you not satisfied yet? If you're so sure of all that you do, why have you no peace yet? You say you live the only life that you want to live, so why have you no happiness yet? Didn't I ever touch you? Oh, didn't I ever cut through to the core? Oh, you acted like I'd seeped inside, but that wasn't really me manifest in your mind. And you, my experience, that sweet instance of gratification, and everything in between has expired. Your fire is no patience. Your fire has no patience. But if you know yourself so very well, why are you not satisfied yet? If you're so sure of all that you do, why have you no peace yet? You say you live the only life that you want to live, so why have you no happiness yet? And in all of your awareness, you express lover, stranger, strange lover, come closer, stand back, stand closer, come back and adjust the image of me till you see me as my friend, see me. Little pebble all washed up on my shore, how'd you get so round, so young? Oh, don't try to tell me I've no ears to listen, but a mouth to relate the tales of how I was turned to ash and matching lips to steal your kisses. So spill into my cinders the elixir of your youth, and let's wait with the word love and our tongues on the sun for the resurrection. But in the absence of the miracle, the word love must tear, and I will turn to let you know, to let you know, you don't even know me, you don't even know me, you don't even know me, you only know what you've seen and heard and felt and thought and touched of me. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You only know what you experienced of me. What you think must be wrong. How you feel must be wrong.
But I guess that's all a matter of perspective, babe. And if you know yourself so very well, why are you not satisfied yet? If you're so sure of all that you do, why have you no peace yet? You say you live the only life that you want to live, so why have you no happiness yet? Happiness yet?
Wow.
Wow. Just yeah, right.
Wow. That was so attention grabbing that Joanne was standing over there. There was no one in the bar. There was no one even working in there. Everyone was out here watching that. That was amazing.
It was amazing.
That was so good. What's it called?
Perspective?
Perspective.
Yeah.
Well, just a matter.
I couldn't even tell that it was 7 minutes long.
It didn't feel like 7 minutes.
Doesn't
It
feel
feels like it takes me
Maybe
ages to
7
get
minutes.
warmed up. Sometimes better than others, but what can you do?
It's amazing. What a great song.
Beautiful.
So that's the first wee round of things. You know who everybody is now, except Maryann. Did we actually introduce Maryann properly?
Neptune?
Neptune.
I
Sorry.
introduced you.
Oh yes. So
I did.
we
Yeah,
have
she
that.
did.
So
Yeah.
that's all
Right?
done. Yes. Of course. I don't have short-term memory loss. So we're gonna go on to the next bit, which is basically this is the fun part about songwriting, is how do you do it? You know. So we're gonna start with Maya's back again. Maya's back. How do you write songs? Take your time. No, but talk us through. Like you're gonna play another song after this. So what's the crack? You know. How does it come about?
Use different processes. or-
Yeah, no song is the same really. Like some songs, it starts with just like a weird strain of poetry, spoken word sort of thing, and like just eventually turns into a song like the one I sang earlier. But most often I think I just have an idea and then start like, I don't know, like making bad melodies till they turn into something, and strumming a guitar till it also turns into something. So really structured, and like my university would be proud. Like, yeah, all the ways, lots of ways. I'm not helpful at all. Sorry.
So you don't just use like one method. No. Just whatever way it comes to you.
Your songs always remind me of like they're almost like a train of thought, but they're kind of like a walk, if you know what I mean. It's they all like even the one about the one you first played. What's it called? My Shadow. It's like a lot of the lyrics are describing like a walk through somewhere.
Well, that one was fucking a real walk. So
That was a real walk.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it seems like you write from these kind of a starting point that doesn't necessarily deviate much, if you know what I mean.
Oh. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like you kind of follow a story through to the end, even though you're not necessarily writing in a certain way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I try to follow the same concept throughout a whole song to have it like be cohesive and stuff, but at the same time, there are some nonsensical ones thrown in the mix. But a lot of them are very like, this follows a narrative sort of thing.
To you, what's a song like when you write a song? You're like, this is a good one. I like this. Like, how can you tell when you've written a good song? Or are you just kind of happy with them all?
I write a bunch of crap, like a lot of things that I don't follow up on, that I don't ever finish. So I guess the only indicator that I like the song is by actually finishing it. Yeah.
So what are you gonna play for us?
Just trying to think of something I'm not sick of yet. Which
Maybe whatever song you pick, you could maybe tell us how you wrote that one.
yeah, Yeah. Well, this one has an interesting story. I was drunk by myself in Belfast. My friends had to go home early, and I ended up. What's the bar at the end of the Cathedral Quarter by Bert's? No. Anyways, a bar over there, and I ended up just like sitting next to some older dudes, and I was writing in my journal at the bar, and the guy was like, "Oh, what are you writing?" And I was like, "Oh, this is." Showed him what I was writing, and then he's like, "Oh, cool, yeah, I write songs and stuff." And I like talked to him about how he writes songs and like what it really means to him, and then we just spontaneously started writing a song together. So this is the only co-written song on the album. Yeah. No, turns out he's like really famous or something. Like he's released or like sold over like 1 million copies, blah blah blah, or something of stuff, and is a vocal coach or something.
Being on the album, like, is this
Yeah, he's fine with it, but yeah, it's cool. So
accidental, brilliant feature.
Did you catch his name?
Who was it?
Huh?
Did you catch his name?
Cormac Neeson. Yeah. Anyways, but this song's really nice with a bunch of random noises. So like if you feel like humming or snapping or rustling at any point, feel free. Yeah, you'll hear when to make noises. But it's kind of about listening to the noises from society as well as all of the noises inside you, and kind of what?
Is the one from your sitting room? You're recording all that noise?
No, that's another one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, lots of noise. Lots of noises. Yeah, lots of noise and music and stuff. Yeah, basically, like, not paying attention too much to outside noises or inside noises, but trying to find the in-between. You know, it's like, I don't know, my brain's too mushy to really talk more, but yeah, you'll just hear what it's about. Listen to the noise, wade through the dirt. You don't know what's what till you're waist high. Listen to your noise. You might want to dig a hole, hide yourself away till the echo finds you, binds you and defines you. Listen to your noise. It's easy when you're not losing, but when there's something to lose, listen to the noise to find out what creatures are saying. Feedback can damage you. Gotta listen, but not too close. Listen to your noise. Don't be shy. Never apologize. Go ahead, like you were born to say it. Sing it loud. Never look down, even when you're shot by their arrows. Listen to your noise. It's easy when you're not losing, but when there's something to lose, oh, it makes you soft inside. Doubting isn't always bad, you know. Oh, it just means that your heart is on the line. Oh, it just means that your heart is on the line. Okay, so this is the real hummy bit, so you better fucking hum. Please. Sounds good. It's easy when you're not losing, but when there's something to lose, oh, it makes you soft inside. Doubting isn't always bad, you know. Oh, it just means that your heart is on the line. That was so pretty, guys. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
That song's never sounded so good. That was such a great collaboration of hums. Yeah.
There were some really cool moments there. That was really cool. There was a moment where everybody was rolling and it was all like in sync bunch. It was really cool.
I heard something.
That was great. That's a fun song to play with the audience. You know what I mean? I love that kind of stuff. You know, it's kind of the farthest point from, you know, like if you think back to the days of the Beatles playing to backing tracks on black and white TV, like that kind of songwriting is like the farthest point from it, because songs were these pieces, these performance parts. They were part of a kind of an old like they were classical. We're the elite that can play this, and those kind of songs and that kind of songwriting is the farthest you can be from that. Where you're going, what's the song? Is the song what I'm doing, or is the song what you're doing, or are you allowed to do it, or are you not allowed to do it? Like like Dylan made a crazy sound. That was still part of the that was still part of the song.
That was Ashley throwing the lighter. That wasn't me doing that sound. That
wasn't even Dylan.
Nothing to do with me.
But I
think it was a little bit to do with you.
So you not
She wasn't throwing the lighter at nobody.
I don't want to
I got
jump.
your back, Ashley.
It wasn't my fault.
Sorry, that was a random detour there.
Wow.
But I think
Questions for this round?
No, there's a break. Once there's two more, they're gonna play, and then there's a break. That bit.
Sorry, I have notes on my phone.
oh
That's not exact.
I'm not a great public speaker, but I like to have a little backup thing.
That's a class song. So how did you write it?
Yeah.
Like with this guy in a bar, like as in.
I mean, I think he wrote the first line, "Listen to your noise," and then I wrote the rest of the first verse, and then he wrote the second verse, and I wrote the rest of the song.
Wow. So his co-host, he is the
Second verse
second
feature.
verse and the intro.
Yeah.
He's the second verse in the concept.
Yeah.
He's that. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen to your noise. Wow.
Yeah.
It's really cool because it's like very you. It's like kind of like for me, like knowing like a lot of your songs, like it is very you for like it to be a co-write.
Yeah,
You know what I
it was
mean?
really cool because once he said the concept to me, I was just immediately like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Let's do this. It was easy to grab onto, which I think that's the hardest part about co-writing is finding something you actually want to write about together.
Yeah.
Because, like, one person can be like, I want to write about a breakup, and the other person's like, I want to write about a breakup, but it's like
Different
a
situation.
different kind of breakup, and like all this stuff.
I'm happy to be rid of you.
It's like even writing about a sunny day is hard. Like
Yeah.
everyone has their own idea of what they want to say, and like combining those is really hard. So, yeah, that's cool.
Was this like the first time you'd ever met that person before?
Yeah,
So like,
only time I've ever met
what
someone.
Probably
was the
because you like those
conversation-
songwriting lessons. You're just so lucky to like bump into them.
What was like the conversation before you started writing a song together? in a
I
bar?
liked his hat, so I think I might have said I liked your hat, and then yeah, he saw me writing and asked what I was writing, and I said I'm writing a song, and he said, oh cool, I write songs, and then I just started asking him a bunch of deep questions about like what songwriting means to him and all this stuff that like I don't really remember, but it sounded really good. Yeah, it was cool hanging out. It was him and a bunch of music dudes that I just think they're the kind of people you'll see once and never see again. So it's kind of
Like
awesome.
you're saying about like struggling to come to a topic when co-writing that is mutual. How did that come about? Like the topic with a total stranger that you've never met before and never will again, apparently.
I forget.
Hopefully they're okay.
No, we've talked on Facebook, but he's
so
I
that's
think he's
alright
too busy. Like goes to Nashville all the time and stuff. I don't
Is
know.
he a country artist?
I think
Is
in
he
like
Nathan Carter?
maybe no, not quite. Sorry.
His initials are the same but reversed.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Cormac Nason, Nathan Carter.
Maybe it's his disguise.
Perhaps it's yes.
Yeah, I guess we came upon the topic. We might have been talking about something and then ran into it, but I think he just saw what I was writing and then I was just like, okay, let's write a song. And he was like,
It's kind
yeah.
of like the theme. If you're writing out something, listen to what you're actually like. Listen to your own thoughts. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just sound like you were the inspiration.
That's a nice guess. I like that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember a lot of that night, to be honest, but yeah, that was a good moment of it.
Cool. Amazing.
On that note, yeah. On to Dylan. So,
So Dylan.
sorry, you can keep smoking because we're gonna quiz you for a bit first.
No, I know. I'm just gonna roll it over. What is for that? For this.
Do you wish you'd pre-rolled them after all?
That's that. I did say so. But
So, how do you write songs? What's your process?
well,
Tell us. Tell us your ways.
I've been trying to like think for the past since this thing has came about of like discussing the actual process. I mean, trying as simplistic and whatnot as the songs may sound, I've been trying to think of how to bullshit you into thinking otherwise. So I don't know. I don't really have any sort of specific process that I go through when writing a song. I mean, like, I would say 60% of the time. No, we'll go for 95% of the time, which is quite a drastic contrast. I'm just trying to stall so I can roll a cigarette and start that. No, I would usually be in some sort of mood, any kind of mood. I would be like in. I don't want to say emotional state because that sounds like I'm in a bad place, but like I would be thinking about something or thinking about whatever, or somebody said something to me and I'm in whatever kind of mood, and I'd start like writing lyrics down on my phone and whatnot. And
a place of actual emotional realness, you know.
Yes.
It's not just
Yes.
out of thin air. It's when
No, I don't usually sit down and be all, okay, I'm gonna write a song now.
yeah.
I very rarely tend to do that. And anytime I do, it doesn't go so well. Like, I don't think there's anything that's been released that I've sat down and been all, I'm going to piece together a track here. Usually there's like sort of an emotion, and I'll start writing down lyrics or come up with a melody. Usually the melody and the lyrics come together at the same time, and then I'll either put music to it or vice. And the other 5% of the time I might be like playing guitar, and something will just sort of come to me and I'll start playing it. And then usually if I'm playing guitar, and am I rambling? No, I'm not. I'm stalling. So if I'm playing guitar and some sort of like I start like playing something that I'm buzzing off, like some music, if the lyrics and the melody don't start coming to me straight away, then it's probably not going to work out. So if I write like if I write some music that I'm buzzing off and then be all, okay, time to put words and a melody to that, then that doesn't usually work. It's usually like all in one sort of thing.
2-minute window where this is either going to work.
It's like so like if I'm like out and about or whatever, say for example now, which would be an incredibly inopportune time to start doing so, but if I was like, if something came to me now, I would usually like write down some lyrics, hum a melody, or sing the melody and like hum what I'd be playing on guitar. I feel like since Maya's gave credit to a total stranger in a bar for writing a song, I should probably give credit to the other two people in my band that I write all the songs with. So
Yeah, do you ever write in like a co-writing process? Do you ever like jam and then something comes of that and then you put lyrics to it? Or do you ever write lyrics together?
No, we've never written lyrics together. That's never happened. We have sort of we've like jammed together and tried to come up with songs. That usually doesn't work. Usually there is an idea. So like Dolta, for example, who plays bass in the band, might have an idea of some music, and then that'll come off that and whatnot. But it usually merges into something that I've like if I'm putting lyrics to it and I'm singing it, it usually comes off something I've already been working on that strangely seems to match that. We've been playing together for like 3 years, like 5-6 times a week, so we're sort of in the same mind frame all the time. So like if somebody has an idea, then there's a pretty mutual connection on where that's going to go. So for example, if I this is still stalling. For example, if as I said, if I come up with like a melody and some lyrics and like a riff on guitar or whatever, and that's there, I've got that, and we go to practice, and Dolta comes with like, I've came up with this surprise, or Michael be all like, I've got this kind of thing going on or whatever. So a surprising amount of the time, I'd be like, oh fuck, that works with my melody and lyrics that I've already got here, which is odd, but if you spend pretty much every waking moment with 2 other people, well, it's bound to happen.
I can't believe it's taking you this long to roll line.
It's because I'm trying to think and roll. Usually, like, I feel like a podcast and another inopportune time to sit and roll a cigarette.
You should have pre-rolled them. I'm sorry I put you off the notion of it.
No, I did say earlier, should I? Like, I feel like I'm
You
going to
actually
roll a
asked me
whole bunch of
specifically.
cigarettes, and you're like, no, it's a
And I
super
went, "No,
chill
it's
vibe.
fine."
Like, it's fine.
But I kind of thought you'd roll them when you weren't playing or expected to do anything. Instead of like...
I thought that.
Sorry.
Cigarette is done, guys.
It's been rolled. No, I'm going to smoke it now.
What? No, you're going to play.
I'm going to play.
You're going to play. Yeah, you're playing. You've been stalling for ages.
I was stalling to smoke the cigarette, not stalling to play the guitar. So what do you want me to do then now?
Any song you want
But maybe something with an interesting backstory
for how it was written.
Because that was a good trend that Maya said. We should run with that if,
Okay.
If possible. No pressure.
Do I do the backstory? Do I like talk about it or?
You can do that and chill, smoke.
Chill and smoke.
A little bit too many tasks, you might explode. Yeah. So, while Dylan is tuning and multitasking, we'll just say that once Dylan plays, Neptune will describe how she writes songs, and we get to hear how that works. And then we'll take a wee break, and then we can all go get drinks and talk slightly louder than the volume it is now.
Yay.
And then we'll be back and we'll do one more round of songs, and that's us for the night. So it's really nice to see so many people being so many attentive. We'll try and work out better seating arrangements next time, because like Ethan, he looks a bit sad over there. Just in kind of the middle of the floor. So yeah, we'll work out something and then make it better the next time.
Good couches.
So
Oh, you
come
can put
back
those things.
and we'll see what we can work out. Are you ready, Dylan?
Do you want me to speak about the song, or do you want me to play the song? Or will I speak about the song after?
You can do whatever you want. Sorry, I should give you choice.
So I can smoke the cigarette then?
You can, you
Yeah,
can play the
okay,
song,
yeah.
and then after you can smoke and tell us about this.
Oh, like Slash?
Yeah.
I'll play this song first then.
If I can go much my don't know it's worth it to be alone. Avoid the voice side of me. It's all that can stop my anxiety. Audrey, I don't think I'll ever leave this place again. I'm here for you. Honestly, by the grace I know I'll never be the same. I need this to be so far from myself while I tear apart. Every word that won't mean anything. Every single step I take is another step from the point of break. Audrey, I don't think I'll ever leave this place again. I'm here for you. Honestly, by the grace I know I'll never be the same. I need this too.
I get another breakdown where it would be you do the rock thing. I could dance around or something.
You can hum along if you want as well.
Audrey, I don't think I'll ever leave this place again. I'm here for you. Honestly, by the grace I know I'll never be the same. I need that.
trying to hold back. I do spit a lot when I sing, and I'm trying to avoid causing any sort of horrible splash zone over here.
Yeah, we'll look back at the video and it'll be all like splashes all over the lens.
Can we zoom in?
Probably on the lens.
No, it's amazing. Your songs are great. So what's the story?
So that song's called Audrey. It's a song that Owen thinks is just okay. Not as good as all mine. Nah, it's basically I played that song for this talkie part because I can specifically remember what happened when I wrote it. I was watching a television program called Twin Peaks, and I was like on quite a spell of not doing a whole bunch. And I believe it's quite possible I may have been on the dole at the time, so had quite a bit of free time, and I was incredibly bored and spent a lot of time sitting in the house and drinking a lot of beer and just kind of, not the best thing to be at. But my friend lent me the box set of Twin Peaks. She was all, you should definitely watch this. You might like it. It's David Lynch and whatnot. So I was like, cool. And I watched the series, and it sort of took me out of that zone of downess because have you watched it? Has anybody watched the show? Yeah. It's quite it's mad, and it's quite it really draws you, and I think I powered through the whole thing in a couple of days, like of just non-stop watching. And so it's sort of I believe there's a line in the song that at some stage there are the two words take me away from something or whatever or what other or what not. But so I was like, it kind of got me in that zone. I was like, fuck, this is really cool. It's really sort of, it's an odd thing. You should check it out. It's very good. But so when watching it, I was like, afterwards I wanted to write a song, and it all sort of came to me, and I had that sort of melody, like the thing. I can't really sing very well, but thing. And Twin Peaks, I mean, you could say Twin Peaks, but it's too blatantly obvious. The main character is called Agent Dale Cooper, so Agent Dale Cooper doesn't work at all. My favorite character is called Agent Gordon Cole, so Agent Gordon Cole worked even worse. But there is a character on the program called Audrey, and she is. Who she play? Have you watched the show?
Nope.
You haven't.
Just like
Do you know? Yes. Do you know who plays her on the show? No. I can't remember either.
Oh, what's his face? What do you call your girl out of that? Oh fuck. I know who it is.
Well, anyway.
I know who it is.
Audrey was sort of the third character that came to mind because despite the character sort of revolving around Agent Dale Cooper and has, or the TV show revolving around Agent Dale Cooper and has goings on in this town of Twin Peaks, Audrey is also quite a prominent character. So, now don't forget, I've said Audrey, and then the song is called Audrey. And when you go, Audrey, it fits much better than any of the other previous names and is less obvious than saying Twin Peaks. So, that's how that one came about.
Wow. Amazing.
Sherilyn Finn. Yes.
Wow.
Sherilyn Finn doesn't work as well. Either.
That's amazing.
Sherilyn.
What a great song.
Well, it's wrote and it's
Could
out.
have had it.
That's done
It's
now.
better if it's a character anyway rather than the actress name. So.
Great story. All right. On to Neptune.
Neptune.
Are you ready to talk about
Tell us how you do it.
how you do it?
I don't have a set way really either, and I find it's kind of changing because I don't write that many songs, but a lot of the time what I do is like I keep a diary, so I'll be like scribbling in there a lot, and then it kind of goes between like, you know, what you're doing on the day-to-day basis, how you're feeling on the day-to-day basis, and then actually like trying to like things in verse or some kind of like more abstract
things rather than this is what happened, this person's blah blah blah. But then so then I'll like look back on the stuff I've written more creatively or the other stuff and like take a concept out of it, and then I might write some more, and then I'll end up like kind of distilling the lyrics, you know, like getting down to like the actual source of what I'll probably have a concept, and then maybe try and write more from that, and then I don't know. It sounds more like organized than it is, because if it was actually a thing that worked properly, I would do it more often.
So it's more, you kind of draw from different points in time. You're like, at this point,
Yeah,
it's maybe
can be like that.
this happened, and then you kind of draw into the scribble at some point. And
Yeah,
the scribble
I'll
becomes
elaborate,
something,
I guess.
And then you take that through another project. It's like little bits and drafts.
Yeah, and it used to work a lot better than it does now. Now, I don't know if I'm just not giving it time to, or I'm not focusing on writing, even though I'm writing all the time, like I'm scribbling all the time. Yeah, the next song I'm gonna play is like, this was like two little kind of small verses. Each verse has actually ended up being kind of like a verse chorus kind of thing, even though it's not really, it's a weird structure of a song, but it started out as that, and then like I pushed out another like third section, and then like added that sounds weird, but yeah, well I kind of forced it, but I don't know, at the same time like it's coming from inside you anyway, so whatever, and I added like a bit more.
I like that. It gives kind of
It's like you birthed it.
Weird visual.
Birthing.
Visual. You're all wow. It's really.
I don't know, any other questions about that? I don't know. For this song as well, it was like, for ages, you know, I'd like learned all the basic chords, and that's the stage I had like the bar chords down and stuff. It's written quite a while ago now. And then like I was learning all these weird chords, because you know you want to get good at guitar, and you're like, if I know this will make me impressive. You know, if I write songs with more than 3 chords, I'm good. You know, but then like I was learning all these weird chords, and I never knew how to put them together. And this was like stopping me from writing for ages. And then my friend just goes to me like, why don't you use the chords that you know, like, you know, kind of more simple ones. And at the time I was like, oh yeah, so I was just like messing around with chords that were like, they're like major 7ths and stuff like that, which were like, they're not too hard, but they sound really nice, and they sound a little bit different, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, this song can be annoying sometimes because it can be hard to play, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think like the smaller you make the environment for the song, it's like kind of nicer, depending. I don't know. You can judge yourself. But this song is called Timidity. Yeah. Do it again, so I can play with your hair, stroke your neck, or at least place my hand on your shoulder. Not react as I did with your head in my lap, treating you like some flea-ridden alley cat, shedding your strangeness, contagious scavenger of some finite affection of some finite affection. Do it again, so I can take take your hand from my hip, drag your body close, tell me if I wrap it around me, is it you or I who plays the host? Not react as I did in that fading room, contented by your touch, what in my heart the courage hid and bade the instinct hush, and bade the instinct hush. Shh. Do it again. So I can reach up, caress your cheek, touch your lips to mine without light, without speech. You know, I might have that little bit more spine, not have reacted as I did, but really to be fair, I never anticipated emerging from slumber to your stare, the tension which held the body so tight from exploring the night. Do it again, do it again. I won't miss the moment this time. 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 Do it again. So I can play with your hair, stroke your neck, or at least place my hand on your shoulder.
Wow. So in our schedule, we were going to take a break, but do you want to just finish the last round of songs while we're all seated here? Because everyone seems pretty comfortable. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So
let's
let's
do the next round of
get to the end. So
So just one question. You see, whenever you write, do you write and you like write it with all the dynamics, or do you write and then put the dynamics in? Because it's so dynamic, like it's so up and down. But do you just like sit in your house and be like, oh, I don't know, I can't imagine writing like that. I like mumble when I'm writing, and then it kind of slowly becomes something verbal.
You know what? Sometimes I think a lot of the time my songs are very word heavy. So then eventually I'm like, actually, I could actually do something there, you know, to make that interesting or more interesting or musical, you know, so it ends up being something else. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It makes me think. I don't know if anybody did it like GCSE or A level music, but you know, whenever you do composition and they talk about like word painting, and it's like if it says a word, like if it says falling, then the music all goes down. It's cool. It kind of does that. It's
Cool.
Like it paints what it's supposed to be. What you're saying. I know. I was just curious.
No, it's amazing. They're quite. The dynamics are really help that, because I can imagine hearing your song without any dynamics, and you write, it would just be lots of words.
Yeah.
One after the other.
Be
It really
Yeah.
makes the whole thing. Is that dynamic?
So we should probably keep going.
Yeah,
'cause
so
we're low on,
we
low
got
on camera battery.
there's the cameras. What's up?
Ready to play?
Should we like take a break to charge?
Yeah, we got questions first.
Sorry.
So the questions are, so we'll start with Maya. So Maya, what is your favorite songwriter right now? Not in general, because that's too big a question. But who are you listening to right now that you're like, he writes or she writes great fucking songs?
No answer.
No answer.
No answer.
Okay. Pass.
I just have too many people that I like their styles, and I keep on going back to old artists. I honestly. Oh, you know what? You know fucking what? Last week I saw Blackbird and Crow, and they're my new favorites. So
They're cool.
They're
yeah,
amazing.
they're my new favorite.
They're really cool.
So I'm gonna say them for now.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're very cool guys.
You know, though, on Instagram there was this thing like win tickets, say your favorite artist. I said 4-0, so like I switch around, you know. Yeah.
Thank you. That's great. All right. Favorite
was
song
nice.
right now?
Pass.
Pass. And the last one is, what was your most? I don't know how to phrase this question yet, but your favorite memory of a gig. You played a gig and you're like, a good memory of it, or a bad memory, really.
I've played some cool gigs, but to be honest, like I'm so tired, I can't remember anything. So
okay.
maybe
Pass.
I'll remember something at some point, but let's just.
Okay, that's good. Dylan, favorite songwriter.
My favorite songwriter at the moment is a person called John Darnielle. He is of the Mountain Goats. He is the Mountain Goats person. Like,
He is a mountain goat.
yeah.
He is
So,
the mountain goat.
John Darnielle.
John Jarrett. Wow. What's your favorite song right now?
A song by a band called Youth Decay called The Party's Over.
Interesting that it's not like your favorite songwriter isn't your favorite song.
No, it's because we were on tour with that band Daggermouth there.
Yeah.
And the singer from that band's other band is Youth Decay, and
Oh, wow.
I got onto them on that tour, listened to their record, and there's a song off that that
The hot shit right now. Like,
blew me away.
wow. And
Favorite
favorite
gig?
memory of a gig?
Banquet Records Record Store Day show in London a couple of weeks ago. We did that with Lost Avenue. So I mean, not with Lost Avenue and Lost Avenue. We did that, and that was probably my favorite show so far.
Class. Great.
That's cool.
Neptune. Favorite songwriter?
At the moment, I've just been listening to. People never expect this, but I've just been listening to a lot of Kendrick Lamar.
What?
Yeah. And then also that new Drake song came out, Nice for What, and then obviously I found out that it was. Shut up. I've been getting so much of that for like the last 3 months. It's like, you don't seem like that kind of person. I'm like. Anyway, yeah, then that Nice for What song came out, so I looked at the sample that it was taken, that was using that, and it was Lauryn Hill's X Factor song,
Such a good
which is
song.
just an amazing song. And then when I looked up that song, then this other Erykah Badu song with Stephen Marley, I think it was. It's called like In Love With You or something like that, and it's just like, oh, it's so good. Like the sound is so smooth, but it's just like. But yeah, Kendrick Lamar at the moment I'm listening to a lot. I saw him back in February, on February 7th. It was a great show, but I was at the front because I'm always at the front because I'm that kind of person, and I just was getting pounded by the bass. Like it was kind of sad, you know, because I couldn't really enjoy it fully. But at the same time, I was just happy to be there to witness the whole thing. And sorry, I answered your question. Did I?
Favorite song?
I don't know. I always like end up going back to like a Jeff Buckley song, but I love Rihanna. I've loved her for like ever, since I was like 11, which is 12 years ago. And just like anytime I go back or hear, like if you hear a weird song like Russian Roulette in the cafe, like yesterday I was in a cafe, I heard Russian Roulette, and it was just like, what's that doing on there? You know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like favorite song. What am I listening to right now? Those 2 songs I mentioned earlier. Yeah, Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill. And then Freddie Mercury, anything with him singing it.
Oh, no, what I like. How could I not mention Nina Simone? There's this cover that she does called Feelings. It's just like, and that one, Do What You Gotta Do. It's like, do what you gotta do. Nice, and enjoyed your stuff. It's always nice, you know.
Great.